Okay, so I did record a 24-minute video, and I'm going to shorten this one down, so I apologize. But anyways, I want to just talk about my two main mice now. First officially finally decided main mice, and there's no going back. Just going to run through a couple things real quick and also touch up on a few things about mice, about how you can find your own mouse, and why I settled with these two, not to mention the sale that these two are having. But anyways, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Name's BravenAim. Live all the time. Come out Twitch, come out to YouTube. I'll be live on both. But hope you're doing well, and please follow, like, and subscribe. It's truly appreciated. But just real quick, if you don't know, the main mouse, which you already seen in the box, Viper V2 Pro, not V3 Pro, the V2 Pro. So I ended up selling my V3 Pro and went with the V2 Pro, and realized after using the Viper 8 kilohertz that I have as my backup, my old wired 8,000 hertz polling rate, 20,000 DPI, Viper old body style mouse, that I was doing better on a glass pad than I was doing with the Viper V3 Pro. So that comes down to the biggest thing that I've realized now. It's really competitive edge shape. Now, you can do good with the Viper V3 Pro. A lot of people will do good with the Viper V3 Pro. People love that mouse. It is the best mouse out right now. However, I personally think shape is king. I've said this in the past, but however, I didn't realize how important shape really is. It has to be perfect, and I mean perfect, to be your best self. And that's why the Viper V2 Pro is literally the best shape for me. And I had to pick one of these up because, one, the Viper V2 Pro is $85 on Amazon right now, so I picked it up. And I am actually using this wired, by the way. My buddy has a dongle for it, because his dongle had issues. But hopefully I'm gonna get that receiver back. I don't think he needs the receiver, but I'm gonna get it back so I can use it wireless again. But he could have that dongle. I have a backup dongle for now, and then I'm gonna eventually end up getting the 8,000 hertz polling rate dongle that you could buy off of Razer's website. $85 on Amazon. Get it before they're gone, because this shape ain't coming back. I'm assuming. I would like them to make like a Viper V4 X or something, like, which is the cheaper versions or whatever, and then just make it this shape so people can come back to this shape, or something similar to this shape. Not has to be identical exactly, but get it very, very close. Maybe just an updated version of it. But they have to fucking try to bring that back. If not, this will be the very end of me using a Razer mouse like this, and I have to go something very similar in shape that's not Razer. But yes, $85 on Amazon. It is a really, really good mouse, and the reason why I have the Basilisk here is because this is my backup mouse, but not only just my backup mouse for FPS competitive gaming, but it's really my main mouse for like MMOs and video editing, and it's just my overall use case mouse. This one is actually on sale. This is the Basilisk V3 Pro, not the V3 Pro 35K. This one is $120 on Amazon right now as of this video being made, and I recommend wholeheartedly. You don't need the 35K sensor. You can get it if you want, but really, just this is going to save you money, and you still have the same. It's the same sensor, just not overclocked. Both these mice are the same sensor as the V3 Pro, Viper V3 Pro, and the Basilisk V3 Pro 35K. Same sensor. Both of those sensors in those mice are just overclocked and upgraded from that internal part, but it's the same exact sensor. And also they have the software side features on those other mice, which you really don't need unless you're very picky about having your mouse, you hold your mouse like this and you can make it so it's X centered. It's very, nitpicky, but you could also do that same type of stuff in software that you could download. So technically you don't need Razer for that. It just simplifies it. So in reality, do you need those upgraded tech inside the other Razer mice? No, it's the same fucking tech. They're both Gen 3 optical switches in both of these mice, but also in the Viper V3 Pro and the Basilisk V3 Pro 35K. We'll just call it the Basilisk 35K. There's a lot of words I'm talking right now. But yeah, I definitely recommend, shape be your number one priority looking for a mouse. And this mouse 100% made me realize after using the Viper 8 kilohertz, I was just so much more accurate, flicky, responsive. And I think personally, I still think the Viper 8K is a little better than this mouse for me because of just the weight difference. And it's only because the weight difference, there's more control. I like more control with my mouse. I think that's why I always like the Basilisk still, because I still have a little bit of weight for control. It is a 112 gram mouse. And then this mouse right here is 59 grams. I want to say 59 or 50. I think it's 59 grams. I could be wrong. It doesn't. Oh, wait, it says right here. Yep, 58 grams. I apologize. 58 grams. This one is 100 and it does not specify. I believe it's 110 to 112 gram mouse. So this is 58 grams, and the Viper 8 kilohertz is like 69 grams, almost 70 grams. So that's the reason why I think being that 70 gram range is like perfect. You get the lightweight experience for flickiness, but you also get to have just enough weight for control and to feel that mouse. This one is a little lighter. 58 grams is still considered very ultra lightweight, and it's in a lot of competitive mice today. Probably like 95% of the mice out there are still in the 50s to 60 gram weight range. But this mouse, solid. Competitive esports, perfect. The only thing that I don't know what they tuned inside the Viper V3 Pro, but that thing has like the lowest latency past even wired mice. It's nuts. It's the best mouse on the market. The Viper V3 Pro is amazing. It is a great mouse. It's just the hump for me on the mouse is a little higher, and it feels a little more elongated. I feel like it's not the mouse for me. It's just not the mouse for me. I've tried being super accurate with it, and I've had my moments, but it feels like I'm more consistent and I'm more pinpoint accurate with this mouse. And I think it's really just because I have the full grasp of this mouse in my hands. So I've had nothing but good experiences. But also too, that another thing I could teach you guys real quick on is that these mice, in terms of just using competitive mice, it's always good to have a backup mouse, because I may sit there and swear up and down that this mouse I'm just perfect with and I'm doing amazing, my best of the best, which most of the time I am. I would say now that like I've been using it quite a lot since I got it, this is like the top tier mouse for me. I've been really accurate with it. However, I will still have bad days, and then I go to my Basilisk and I'll still be doing good, but I'll have a different feel, and I think that's all you really need. So a lot of people do swear up and down that having two different mice is the key to having a good experience in terms of competitive gaming, and I truly believe that, and that's why I still keep my Basilisk close to me, because I love the shape of the Basilisk, but I know it's just not completely perfect for what I'm trying to do, but it will be good on those days, and it will be good on those days that this isn't. So, which is rare because I'm using this a lot. So, yeah, it's crazy. But the past few streams I've had, I noticed I just had a jump in like skill. Like it just feels like I'm fucking more accurate, more responsive. I'm more fucking aggressive. I'm more just fucking, I can flick around perfectly and snap on. I even react a little faster on certain occasions. But when it comes to like the tech, I felt that the Viper V3 Pro was just a slight bit faster. But in terms of like pinpointing and locking, like, it felt like I was like, I know where I'm going for sure. I'm just going to that spot type of thing with this mouse. Now the Viper V3 Pro, I felt like I would want to go to that spot and lock onto that person, but then I felt like I would be a little sporadic, like a little off to the side, and I have to adjust. So micro adjusting was quite often seen in fast flicky situations. So this mouse for sure, and I found that out by using the Viper 8 kilohertz, by the way. It wasn't this mouse, it was the Viper 8 kilohertz. So now I have a backup for this mouse, and I have that, which is the Viper 8 kilohertz, and then I have a backup for this Basilisk mouse, which is the Basilisk V3 wired. So now I could officially say that you guys won't be seeing really any mouse reviews for me anymore. And if you do, it's because this broke, period. Like literally, it has to break. This breaks, and that breaks, and the other one breaks, and then I'll look into similar shapes that are probably not going to be Razer, because they're not going to make them anymore, which is unfortunate for this mouse because it's an amazing mouse. The Razer Cobra Pro, I've tested it multiple times, and I've always ended up returning it. It's just too small, and it's a little too narrow. It doesn't feel as perfect as it's a great mouse, great tech in it, but it's just not this mouse. This mouse is amazing. Perfect shape almost entirely. And then obviously just recently I got the Death Adder V3 wired again, and I was really hoping to grind that mouse out, but I just realized now it was just way too filling in the hands. The ergo shape is starting to kind of diminish on me, unless it's just the Basilisk, because the Basilisk feels like a slim ergo, like it's thinner on the sides, and then obviously the aggressiveness of the ergo curve is a little too much, so that's why I'm like, okay, I could deal with it for a while and it feels good, especially with editing and stuff. It feels amazing, but in terms of like competitive gaming, I noticed like trying to flick around, I'm a little slower. I'm more accurate, I feel like, I'm in terms of like tracking and stuff, but because I'm just controlling it really well. That's just the weight. But like when it comes to like straight up fucking locking, and oh man, I've done some crazy shit with this mouse already. It's nuts. So yeah, I always recommend having two different mice, and again, they're both on sale. I'm repeating it one more time. Amazon, $85 Viper V2 Pro, and $120 Basilisk V3 Pro. You do not need the Basilisk 35K. You do not need the Viper V3 Pro. If you want to save some money, but I always recommend get the best shape for you. The best shape is the most important thing. Even if you have to pay $160 for a Viper V3 Pro because you are just technically better with that mouse, remember that you have a return period and you can return it and test it. So I would definitely recommend dropping that $160 full price for that Viper V3 Pro, testing it and seeing if you are at your best of best. And if you're not, go get this for $85 and see if you're at your best, at the best of your best with this. And then if you are, you keep this and you saved money. You'll still get your money in the end for the other mouse, but in reality, you really need to feel a mouse out and test it, because I didn't realize how important it was until I really fucking started testing shit. And people that know me already, it's been years that I've been up and down on this roller coaster of what the fuck mouse to use. So, outside of that, that's really all I have to say. Again, in terms of the tech, they both rocking Gen 3 optical switches, both rocking 30,000 DPI sensor. The Basilisk has 3 side buttons. The Viper only has 2 side buttons, obviously. And then this one's white. Again, I recommend staying away from white if you're gonna sweat and go crazy with these mice, unless it's like something casual and stuff. Then like a mouse like this is like your editing mouse and you hardly are gonna touch it. Then yeah, I would definitely recommend getting a white one because it just looks the best in my opinion. But this one's also used for competitive for me at times, and it's already starting to show a little bit of grime on the sides. Like they talk about the dirtying of the grips on the sides, and that is a true thing. Doesn't look terrible, but it doesn't look amazing. You know, it's not like a brand new mouse, and I'd probably have to get some bleach to get that out. It's kind of fucked up. But in terms of like competitive mouse, obviously I have the Viper V2 Pro, the official fucking Braven FPS mouse. You'll see a lot of my aim content with this. You'll see a lot of videos that will be coming out eventually later on in terms of aiming stuff around using this mouse. And I don't plan on getting rid of this. I don't plan on even thinking about another mouse. I plan on using this mouse, and then once this is done, I'm going back to the Viper 8 kilohertz, and I'm literally going to burn that one out because that one's already used quite a bit. It's got some wear and tear, but I'm definitely going to use that and just hope for the best. It lasts me a little while before it breaks, because I am sweating with this fucking mouse for sure. But after that, it's like pretty much bye-bye Razer, and I'm going to say bye-bye Razer, my affiliate to Razer and Razer streamer. I'm going to say goodbye to that once that day comes, because I don't think they are going to make this shape come back, for one. And two, unless they just come out with another shape that I'm just curious about and I do like it a lot, then I'll eventually probably just switch to that one if it's really, really good. However, I really feel like once this shape is gone, or I mean this mouse is gone and the other mouse is gone, then I'm probably going to just look for the same exact shape, because I didn't realize how much it was bugging me that I need to be at my best of best, and this mouse has kept me at my best of best for the most part in terms of like just overall pure accuracy, pure, you know, everything else, like flicking and doing some crazy shit. This mouse has been like the absolute best one. So I need to find something similar shape, and if Razer ain't gonna make it, I'm probably going outside. And once I do that, I'm going enthusiast at this point, saying goodbye to Razer. I mean, not that I hate Razer, but I love Razer, but I will end up actually going just full on enthusiast, so that way it's like just that matches in its own way. You know, I already got like audiophile headphones, so I'm already outside the Razer headphone game. So yeah, I'll switch things around. I'll make it interesting. I'll probably get a different type of brand mouse, different type of brand keyboard. I already got the different headphones and everything, so it'll just be like a full-on complete different change. I'll still keep my Razer chair, my Razer glass case, and obviously homage to my, you know, favorite brand of all time for, you know, PC parts and stuff. So but I would just change it up a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting for my personal setup. But anyways, just wanted to update you guys on that. Also, too, I should update you guys. I've had a really rough 2025, for those that do know me. I don't want to make this video too long. Again, like I said, the other one was 24 minutes. This one's already 14 minutes. I already cut that 10 minutes off. So real quick, just update on me before I go. 2025 has been rough. My birthday just passed on Monday. This is technically what I got for my birthday. I gave it to myself for my birthday. And then obviously just fucking trying to do better, but it's been a rough 2025 for me. I've had a really fucked up, you know, a little while in terms of streaming updates. It's not like looking like that I'm going to be streaming as often. I'm definitely taking a step back from streaming, but I'm still going to stream, but that's because we're waiting for Battlefield to come out. You know, we will be live and we will be streaming quite often for the Verdansk event, and hopefully I'll get quite a few people in there to join us for Verdansk coming back for Call of Duty Warzone, even though I know it's cheater infested. But we'll still, you know, try to grind that out. That's just because that's how I grew as a streamer, was off of Call of Duty Warzone and Call of Duty Verdansk before I got completely shut down and ruined by a bunch of fucking cheaters. So it sucks, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna try to go back to it. And we're going to pay homage to it, and fucking hopefully, you know, have a good couple clips come out of it, couple videos, relive some memories, maybe grow a little bit off that, and go from there. But most likely, it's like, yeah, I'm just waiting for that new FPS game that can abide this time until Battlefield comes out, because Battlefield 6 comes out. I have a few plans that I'm gonna do, so we're going back to kind of like making montages and edits and stuff. So that'll be something cool if you're interested in that, but also because my general content is around aiming and clips around aiming, so that's technically why I want to do Battlefield, because I will be able to grind out that game like crazy, and I'm planning on eventually just making a lot of content off that. So you'll see some Battlefield streams in here too, don't get me wrong, and you know, Delta Force and stuff like that, similar games, but most likely games like fucking, you know, Fragpunk's another one I'm playing, but really just Call of Duty and old Battlefield 2042 or something. You'll see more of those games being played. But just for, you know, certain times, we'll see. I'm sure weekends I'll spend more on Call of Duty most likely, and then Battlefield on my weekdays, because I could just do 3 hours of Battlefield and be good with it. I'm okay. But just grinding content, you know, just clips and content. I don't really have plans outside of that, other than doing like stuff outside, doing like live streams of me running around doing shit, I don't know, with my puppy or whatever. Just living life outside, because again, it's been a rough 2025 for me. So all I ask is just wish me luck on making it better, you know, in positive health. I've had some crazy, this past 3 months has been a wild ride, but I'm get to enjoy a nice festival this weekend for my birthday that I spent money on, around my music. I love electronic music, so I'll be doing that this weekend. Hopefully you guys stop by, possibly tomorrow or the next day, for a live stream. And if you guys have questions about this Razer mice or anything that you're specifically trying to buy for outside of a mouse, and what this tech specs are, we can have a conversation. You know, even in the comment section here. Pop in the streams, pop in the comment section, and let me know. But other than that, like I said, follow, like, subscribe is truly appreciated. And you know, I've been rambling, and I don't like rambling, but I wanted to make a somewhat quick review. So definitely recommend it. $85, get it on Amazon. $120. You know, if you like the shape, you don't need the 35K sensor. Wait until they come out with something better. If you could actually wait on even this, or even this, you know. But I would just wait to save money, or just buy this one or this one if you're looking for these exact shapes, because this tech is already top tier tech. It's still going to be top tier tech for probably another 2 years. I'm just assuming, because all the tech is very similar nowadays. So anyways, thank you so much. I'm out of here. Adios. Have a good one.